Hello everyone, I am the MLP connoisseur, and this is a video on my hopes and thoughts for My Little Pony Equestrian Girls friendship games. I should have done this a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I had something written and I have it open right now. It was an analysis for the first trailer when it came out, and the plan was that me and Melimitus were going to talk about it. It never happened, so before the movie airs, I'm going to just basically say the questions that I had. If you want to answer them, or just think about them, I just want to make a video about my thoughts and expectations on what I want answered and what I know about it already. So, basically, the friendship games, in my opinion, seems to be a human equivalent of the equestrian games. It just seems like that. However, in this movie, it seems that it means more to the Canterlot equivalent in the human world, being that, as we've noticed, that the Crystal Prep Academy has always won. And, it's weird because, sometimes you're going to have a school that's better than you, and I mean, you're going to push hard, and at some point, there's a breaking point where you just give up. And that's understandable, but still, the fact that they won like every single time, I wonder how many times they've done this is the thing. Now, of course, the large question about Human Twilight attending Crystal Prep. So, let's think as a safe assumption that Crystal Prep is the equivalent of the Crystal Palace. If Twilight originally lived in Canterlot, why would she go to the human equivalent of the Crystal Palace? Which is odd. It is definitely very odd, we can agree. Um, Obviously, we'll see what the conflict is between the human main five and Twilight, which will probably at first be negative, if not distant or awkward. Maybe they'll become friends. Maybe they'll just gain knowledge about this whole magical surge thing, which we'll get on to very shortly. Now, another question I said is that why would Twilight be in the games if in the trailer she does not seem fit to help her school, right? Because she doesn't seem, what's the word? She doesn't seem like she's good at sports. Like she's not athletic. So why would she be a part of this thing? Or is she even a part of this thing? Maybe she's just on the sidelines. She's not actually in the games. But we see in the trailer, I think that she's doing some of the sporting events. I don't know. Now the large question is the magic spreading. How can it spread from human Twilight if she has no interaction with equestrian magic? And Twilight's necklace could be holding this magic, as I think the pictures or the trailer, I think that's where it came from. The magic was coming from something on her necklace. But where does that magic come from? How did she gather this magic? I know that Sunset Shimmer was testing the magic in one of the trailers or previews, but she has had experience with Equestria, so that's fine. But the human Twilight, how could she get her hands on this? And in the portal in the first trailer looks like it's going into the Everfree Forest. So obviously this is some sort of link between worlds, but again, how? I hope that that gets answered. Now, another question is, will Equestrian Twilight be in the movie? Now, for the sake of space-time continuums, I hope not, but at the same time, she's like a main character. So they're really, like, Human World's Twilight is not a main character. They're different characters, even if they have the same voice and same looks. They're different personalities. We can obviously see that. We can see that this Human World's Twilight is definitely being, first off, she's a human, so she's accustomed to the world, and secondly, she's she's figuring out about this whole magic thing probably more than Twilight did in Rainbow Rocks. Next is Sunset Shimmer's role. So, one thing that a lot of people will probably ask is, will people have forgotten slash forgiven her about her incident already, and will they want to help her? And overall, like, will they just forgive her for what she did or not? Because I mean, again, either way, it's fine. Who knows how long it's been? Maybe it's been an appropriate time to forgive and forget. Maybe not forget, but at least forgive. And Flash Sentry's role, dare I say that he has one. First off, how will he? I'm sure that he knows about the Human World's Twilight, but at the same time, we never saw this in Rainbow Rocks. We never heard about this, so what will his reaction be? I'm guessing it won't be nice. I'm guessing He's going to try and make this Twilight not the one that he pictures, not the Equestrian Twilight. Now, how is he going to basically just react to this whole entire incident about the magic as well? Because, he doesn't know much about the equestrian magic, so he'll probably just be in the background for this movie. That's my guess. Now, the Shadow Bolts. It's nice continuity for the series premiere, but for a movie, first off, people who were watching the movie for the first time won't get that reference, or if that's the first thing that they've seen. And secondly, it's like I don't like it that much. I figure it to be too. I wouldn't say vague, but they could have come up with a better name than Shadow Bolts, because that's the name of their school team. Does that sound like a nice name? Usually you have things like griffins or lions or cheetahs, stuff like that. You don't have even Wonder Colts. I mean, that's a friendly name. Shadow Bolts is it's a negative mean. It's like, it makes the entire school seem mean. They're not mean just because they're an academy, they're fancy and everything. It doesn't mean that they're stuck up, right? I mean, chances are in the movie they probably will be stuck up, but in real life that isn't always the case, at least. Anyway, I think that's about all I have. Oh no, I have more. Um, so the title Friendship Games basically is clearly showing that the movie will have friendship problems, mainly between the two schools, and the human main five's conflict with the human Twilight. Now, is there going to be some sort of monster transformation like the past two movies? Maybe. Maybe there'll be something summoned from this magic, from this link between worlds. It's likely that that's the case. In fact, I'm going to stick with that assumption, because I don't think human world Twilight is going to change. Unless, I believe, maybe a couple people from Crystal Prep, I don't know their names, but I know their faces. Maybe they'll turn into monsters, I don't know. And that's what I was going to say, is that maybe human Twilight is not who she seems. Maybe she's someone in disguise. Maybe she will transform. Who knows? Maybe this will be a very big plot twist. These are all things I'm throwing out. If you got any answers to my questions, if you got any theories to my questions, feel free to comment down below. And if you want to keep up to date, please subscribe. I'm going to be posting out random reacts and episode synopsises on a pretty much good schedule for the next few weeks. I'll be doing the episode synopsises a week in advance of the actual air date of that episode, and random reacts I'll do pretty much every other day. In terms of Friendship Games Blind React, I will try to actually record it on Sunday and save it on my computer on Sunday, and because I might want to edit it, I mean, I might not. It really depends, because I want to do a nice intro to it. And if that's the case, then it might take a while to save it on my computer. But if that's the case, I'll react to it on Sunday. I don't know if I'll have a chance to actually edit it, but if I do have a chance to, I will try to put it out as soon as I possibly can. And that might take over a random react. Anyway, I'm the MLP Connoisseur, and I thank you for your time.